Hi folks, Joseph Kursky here with you to examine something that touches our everyday lives, and we can look at it in spatial technology using these dynamic interactive web maps, and that is traffic. So in a new browser tab, go ahead and open the following map showing traffic counts in Victoria. Analyzing traffic touches on both physical and cultural geography, as well as change over space and time. One variable that this map shows is the annual average daily traffic, or AADT, traditionally calculated by taking the total volume of vehicle traffic of a highway or road for a year and dividing it by 365 days. So annual average daily traffic. The map opens with all vehicles AADT for Victoria roads, zoomed in to central Melbourne as shown here. Use bookmarks or the search locations tool to examine other parts of the state. Remember, this is all of Victoria. Does the pattern fit what you expected? How does traffic volume on motorways compare to that of city streets? What influence do airports, large shopping districts, universities, or hospitals have on traffic volume? What about physical geography, where traffic is confined by a bay or a mountain range or a mountain pass? All kinds of things you could analyze here just with this one web map. Now, let's dig a little deeper. With a geographic information system at your fingertips, you can change the map, right? Let's do a couple things here. First, change the style to growth rate and notice the growth in traffic over time for the northwest suburbs of Melbourne. Wow, look at this, growth rate of traffic over time. Talk about why that might be. Suburban growth in various parts of the state. Change style again and map two variables, all vehicles and trucks, as shown here. So we're going to compare all vehicles and trucks. In this example, the color of the circle will reflect all vehicles, and the size of the circle will reflect the number of trucks. So darker, more vehicles, bigger circle, more trucks. Observe how much influence truck traffic has on total traffic volume, especially on motorways. Do some research on the percentage of everyday items that you use and that are in your classroom, and which ones of those were transported by truck. Probably a lot of them were. What is the traffic volume on the street nearest your school, or if you work outside Victoria, on a street you are interested in? Access the table and sort descending on all vehicles underscore AADT, all vehicles underscore AADT, and zoom to the segments that have the most traffic in all of Victoria. Where were they? It turns out that these busiest segments are the motorway segments to the southwest of Central City, Melbourne, shown here. This happened to be the same freeway where I first drove on the left side of the road while I was there at the GTAV conference. Yeah, only one person beeped at me the whole time, but I was gripping the wheel. Somehow I had a sense that this was the most heavily trafficked road in all of Victoria. It confirms it here. Filter your data. Run a filter to focus on the busiest road segments. Remember, filtering narrows down your data, so you're not looking at so much, which is often the challenge when you're using these tools. So, all vehicles, AADT is at least 50,000. All vehicles, AADT is at least 50,000. Apply filter and zoom to. Does this resulting pattern surprise you? Looks like major motorways, doesn't it? Look at the influence of the airport and the points southeast of the city. Note that the labels, which is the text next to each point, still reflect the all vehicles AADT. To remove the labels or change the content of the labels, you will need to select Modify Map in the upper right and then use the ellipses, the triple dots, to the right of the data layer and then manage labels. Save the map if you wish. This map could be an excellent supplement to the field activity earlier in this module where students study pedestrian counts, or they could, with caution, count vehicles with great caution. You wouldn't send them out on the motorway, but you could station them at intersections, correct? How was this map created? Well, this map was created using the following 4 steps, and I want to lay this out before you because I want you to see that I didn't have some magic formula to create this map. You could do the exact same thing. First of all, I went to Vic Roads, Open Data Portal. Once I went to Vic Roads, the Victoria Roads Bureau, the traffic volume data was accessed by using the download shapefile. The shapefile was downloaded to my local device and stored as a zip file. And then in ArcGIS Online, I accessed that and I logged into it and I went to my content and then I used add item and I uploaded that shapefile to ArcGIS Online. Awesome. The metadata for the shapefile was populated with some information already. So then I added the shapefile to a web map. The data were symbolized, styled, based on average annual daily traffic as you see here. I also added some metadata to the web map. The web map was saved, and then I shared it with everyone so that you could look at it. Now these steps, 1 through 4, getting the data, downloading it, putting it up into ArcGIS Online, and then sharing it, took about 20 minutes. Okay, we're not talking about hours, days of work. But that time was well spent because now that the map has been made, its data can be analyzed by you, by other educators and your students. This explanation I provided so that you'll understand that maps can be created, shared, and analyzed using the same tools that you're using. Now that the map has been created, additional data can be added, such as population, traffic, accidents, and more. Conversely, the traffic map layer can be added to other maps. Again, this layer is now like the Lego bricks that you could add in other things. All right. Now, how did I find that data? It's important to note that the Vic Roads site had to be accessed for the data because the data was not already there in ArcGIS Online. In other words, I couldn't just say add data, go to ArcGIS Online or the Living Atlas of the World and add it. So the rule of thumb for searching for data is to do this in the following order, in my view. First, search in ArcGIS Online. Search Living Atlas of the World and also generally in ArcGIS Online. If it's already there, you don't have to format it or upload it. It's already there. So all you have to do is add it. So look for data there. Second, if you cannot find the data you're looking for, then go ahead and search data portals, such as those from a city, a state, a country, or an international government agency, a nonprofit organization, private industry, or academic institution. Examples of these portals are provided in the section here in the module. So I wanted to mention that because I don't want you to turn you into like data geeks, okay? I don't want you to have to spend a lot of your time gathering data. Now, as you progress in spatial technology, yeah, you're going to eventually want to you're going to want to find data and you're going to want to bring it in, but spend most of your time actually teaching with the existing data sets. If you do find you're at a point where you need additional data, there are people around that can help you if you get stuck, okay? But the point is that there's lots of data at your fingertips and you shouldn't spend most of your valuable time as an instructor searching for data. I mean, there are geomentors out there, there are GIS professionals that can help you assemble data. So don't get too wrapped up in the whole finding data. But I wanted to tell you how I built that map so that you'll say, oh, well, I could totally do that. Thanks for being here, folks. Map on.